Hello, and welcome to day 15 of 100 Days of Soulforce. My name is Joseph Arnold, and today we're going to be talking about this guy. The name for this kind of structure is Tensegrity, and understanding what this is about is really crucial for learning how to move more freely. This idea is really popular among Alexander Technique teachers. I'm an Alexander Technique teacher because it shows us how utterly interconnected our bodies are. All of our body parts are kind of like this, more like a web than separate little pieces like Western medicine tells us. And this is super important for any injuries you might have, or like that spot in your shoulder, you're wondering how to relieve that, or your hands are just getting too tight while you're playing, or your voice is getting tight. Anything like this, you really need to understand the web, the tensegrity of your body. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that today. Going to get into what is this about, where does it come from, how does it apply to your body. There's going to be a couple of experiential things that we could do together. This is something I talk about in almost all of my introductory Alexander Technique lessons that I teach. So it's very foundational, very important, and just lucky you, you're going to learn about it today. Okay, so again, my name is Joseph Arnold. I'm a violinist, I'm an Alexander Technique teacher, and the founder of the Soulforce Arts Academy. I help people play so much more freely than they thought was possible. Free of tension and pain, just more expressively, play from the heart. And also, I help people who are asking the question, like, what can I do as an artist to be of service to this world in turmoil? So that's kind of what Soulforce is all about. And this is a part of that. Because playing freely is really key to releasing your soul force, or getting in touch with that soul force kind of performance that we all want and our audiences want. So let's take a step back. Let's talk about muscle tension. Muscle tension when you're playing or creating art in some way, teaching, practicing, performing, and you got excess muscle tension in your body. It's like you're pulling on the reins at the same time as you're trying to get the horse to go. And this can be really counterintuitive because it feels like more effort should have bigger result. More effort, I try harder to play faster, I try harder to do this difficult passage, try harder to play louder. Not good. All this trying, all this excess effort constricts the web of your body and makes it harder to move, makes you less efficacious, less expressive, less fast, less loud. And I was working with one of my students. He's a young kid, 10-year-old boy with all of this, and a young violin student. And he said that when he was holding his violin and bow, like more with this kind of idea, that his sound went further. Right, so resonance and expressivity work better when we're not getting in the way of this. So whenever you have areas of tension in your body, could be even numbness or tingling, or getting overly tired, or just sore and stiff, you really need to understand the web, because what's going on in those particular body parts doesn't necessarily have to do with just those particular body parts. So let's take a look at this thing. There are these struts, and there are the little elastic bits going in between them. And one thing you can see is that if I move just one little part of it, the whole structure changes. All right, so our bodies are kind of like this. We're a web. Your body is a web. And this is so different from the medical model of the West, where we even have this word, anatomy, which means to cut away. Ana means away, and tomi means to cut. Anatomy, to cut away. So when you think of like a bicep muscle, or levator scapula, that muscle right up there, you're thinking of maybe this disembodied piece of muscle. And the problem with thinking of it this way is that, take a look here. There could be tension happening over here, but look, it's affecting all this over here too. So it could very well be, and it is, in fact, almost invariably the case, unless you have some sort of injury or congenital challenge of some kind, that those parts of your body that hurt, your back, your neck, your jaw, your foot, your hands, with this kind of chronic musculoskeletal thing, almost never is that the cause of the pain. The area where it hurts is almost never the cause of the hurt. To just take that in for a moment. I know that can be a counterintuitive idea. I'll take a little sip of my turmeric tea here. Good stuff. So, a couple experiential examples. Oh yeah, I'll explain where this comes from too. So Buckminster Fuller was a great architect and philosopher and inventor of the geodesic dome and that kind of thing, and he was fascinated with this idea, and he built all kinds of different tensegrity models. He coined the term tensegrity, which is a mashup between tension and integrity. Tension not meaning like this kind of tension, but the continuous web, the continuous web of connectedness, and integrity meaning the wholeness of the thing. If you take out one of these struts or one of the elastic bits, the whole thing is unrecognizable. Looks like a mess. And yeah, I know about this a lot because I built this thing, and they're kind of fun to build, and they don't look like anything much until the very end, when the whole thing is balanced. So your body worked this way too. Okay, so a couple experiential ideas here. So first, okay, take your shirt over here, like this, kind of pull on your shirt, and you can so that you can feel it pulling over here. Okay, so maybe this is the part of you that hurts, part of your body that's getting too tight. All right, you could do all kinds of things over here. You could massage it, you could stretch it out, you could do exercises, you could get cortisone injections, you could do all kinds of things. Maybe those would be really helpful. But until this goes away, this is not likely to go away either. And I find that the most efficacious methods for releasing tension, releasing injuries, is letting go of this first. You know, the stretches and the exercises and all that kind of thing. I do stretches, I do exercises. I'm not getting down on them. I love massages. But if you don't get to the root cause of what ails you, then it's just going to keep coming back. And it might be that the root cause is elsewhere in your body, or, as we'll talk more about in other videos, actually a behavior. You can look out for the magic pause videos I'll be doing. So, yeah, so what this suggests is no longer to look in your body like this for the area of hurt, but to have a whole body point of view. Instead of looking to fix this thing right here because it hurts, you look elsewhere in your body. You look at the whole of your body all at once. You sense your whole body in movement all at once. Because if you're doing something over here again, but your low back is tight and you're not even feeling that because you're so focused on this, then this is not going to go away. Okay, we'll do another experiential exploration here. So this is one that's really crucial for violinists, all of us really, but especially for violinists. So, and that's because we hold this violin here, and what we're often taught is to clamp the violin between the head and shoulder. And ostensibly that's to make the left hand more free if we're playing, but it doesn't really, because this clamping makes all this tight. So even if you don't play violin, this is still quite relevant to you for lots of other activities. So let's do this together. So first, just put your arms up in the air like you just don't care, or like you sort of care maybe. Either way, just there's nothing special about it. Wiggle your fingers. You can't really see me wiggling my fingers, but you can do that. And just notice what that feels like. Nothing really special. Put your arms back down. Okay, and now move your head down like in a slump. All right, and then put your arms up. Wiggle your fingers. Do you feel a difference? Do you see a difference here? Do your arms go up all the way? Does it feel heavier or lighter? Right, so there's a relationship then between all the parts of this web. Your head, your back, your chest, your spine, your pelvis. When all that moves down, it makes it harder for your arms to go up. So what you want, if your arms are hurting and you want them up, is for your whole body to be in agreement to go up. You want your torso to relax up as your arms go up. So oftentimes we think of relaxing as something that goes like this. But in Alexander technique, we think about relaxing up. So just try that. Once you relax down for a second, okay, take a slump, and then relax up. And then as you relax up, bring your arms up. As you relax up, bring your arms up. Okay, do you feel the difference there? So for me, it's much lighter and easier. Yeah, good. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Your homework is to try this particular exploration, the arms up, heads down, or relaxing up exploration. Do it, like actually do it a few times today, tomorrow, the next couple days, to really get it in there. Like, oh yeah, my body's interconnected. And then when you're playing music, when you're dancing, when you're acting, whatever it is, notice how much of your body you're paying attention to. Are you paying attention to just a little part of your body, like your hands, or just your face or your voice? Or just whatever part of your body you think is the only part of your body that's involved? You might start questioning that. You might start wondering, oh, what's happening in my foot as I'm playing violin? What's happening in my back as I'm singing? Singing does not just happen from here to here. You know, it's a whole body thing. Violin is not, it looks like an arm thing. It's not. It's a whole body thing. Dancing often looks like a whole body thing, but if you see a lot of Irish dancers or something like that, a lot of times it's just like, we're tap dancers, it's just like dancing from the waist down. But that's not the best way to really move freely while you do it. You can see that some of the very best ones dance with their whole body, even though they're still doing the kind of step dancing or tap dancing kind of thing. So it's a way of thinking about your body. That's what this is all about. It's a way of thinking about your body. It's more holistic, more true. I mean, our bodies aren't exactly like this, because we do still have, like, your spine, it has cushions between all the bones, but there is some compression action happening there, one thing stacked on top of another. But, as soon as you turn over like this, or you go on your side, then that model kind of falls apart. And you can see that we really have a web happening too. So, and this is the piece that most everybody misses. So it's much more beneficial to focus on the web. Focus on the web. Stop trying to stack your body. Stop trying to have good upright posture. Just stop. Oftentimes that just makes things worse, because you have this narrow idea that things have to get sort of tight while being up. And what we want is to relax up. And what we want is to be able to notice when you're tightening your ass and how that's affecting your neck, stuff like that. So you can start asking yourself as you're walking down the street, as you're washing your dishes, whatever it is that you do, what's going on in the rest of my body? What's going on with the web? When my shoulder hurts, what's going on elsewhere in the web? That kind of thing. Okay, very good. That's all for today. Again, if you're interested in this kind of material, I'm going to come out with a lot more videos. This is only day 15 of 100, and I might even do a whole year of daily videos on playing freely, playing from the heart, Soulforce, Alexander technique, showing you all like these inner secrets of artistry that's really alive, artistry that's like world-changing, miracle-producing kind of musicianship and performance artistry, and that's what Soulforce, the Soulforce Arts Academy, is all about. So you can subscribe. You can go to my website, josepharnold.com. I'll be doing an update soon. This is 2022, so I'll be doing an update soon. If you want lessons, you can reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Or if you just have any other questions, just let me know. Okay, see you next time.